before they get there, let's look back on another race held earlier today. This is the 125 class. It's the first meeting of the season between the Eastern Region and Western Region. That's rider number 19, Mike Larocco, out of LaPorte, Indiana. He'll be aboard a Yamaha. Mike Kiedrowski, rider number 762, is a Team Honda rider. Kiedrowski is from California, but is riding for the East. Yamaha's Damon Bradshaw, number 45, is on top of the East Coast standings, while on the West Coast, the leader is Jeff Matasevich. He rides at Kawasaki. And there is Matasevich. Let's go to Gary Bailey for a report on the 125 action.
Everyone knows that getting out of the starting gate is the key for a good finish. Unfortunately, there's a lot of brain fade going into turn one. The 125 main was a case in point. The most notable victim of the first turn pileup was pre-race favorite Damon Bradshaw, number 45. Up front, the lead was being contested by number 762 Honda-mounted Mike Kiedrowski and number 19 Yamaha-mounted Mike Larocco. The two Mikes would duel till the end of the main event, providing the fans at the Astrodome with a classic confrontation. It was interesting to note the two distinct lines being taken by the two front runners. It didn't seem to affect either rider, as both Kiedrowski and Larocco maintained a torrid pace. Unfortunately, so did the rest of the field. Right behind the two riders battling for the lead were number 26, Jeff Matasevich, and number 971, Larry Ward. These two riders are no strangers to each other and have crossed each other's paths many times in the Western Region 125cc Supercross competition. As the main event unfolded, the Matasevich-Ward battle turned from a battle for third to a battle for the lead, as there was a four-rider freight train tied together by a short string. Any mistake by any of the front four, and the standings would have been affected in a major way. Late in the 15-lap affair, Larocco and Kiedrowski turned up the wick and left everyone else to battle for third. The two Mikes were going to decide the main event outcome by themselves. Back in the pack, number 45, Damon Bradshaw, put on his own little show. After his opening lap mishap, the 16-year-old Tar Heel made a jump to light speed and carved his way through the pack in dramatic style. Although he had no chance of winning, the Yamaha rider just wanted to make his statement, which was, "I'm the fastest 125 out here tonight, and it was just circumstances out of my control that prevented me from shaking the champagne." As the race entered the final stages, the four-way battle for the lead turned into a three-way battle. Gone was Larry Ward via crash route. Larocco had opened up a comfortable margin on Kiedrowski. Matasevich, meanwhile, got the bit between his teeth and was on Kiedrowski's tail. Brand rivalry was alive and well, as it was Yamaha, Honda, and Kawasaki holding down the top three places. Time ran out for Matasevich as his bid fell short on the last lap. Larocco, meanwhile, had a scary moment on the final go-round as he did his impression of Bronco Billy with his Yamaha casting the role of bucking Bronco. The LaPorte, Indiana native recovered and kept it up on two wheels long enough to earn the bragging rights as the first winner of the East versus West 125 Supercross campaign.
Thank you, Gary. And as Mike Larocco heads for the checkered flag, it's interesting to note that although Larocco is from Indiana, he's riding in the Western Regional Championship. And second place, Mike Kiedrowski, is from California and riding in the Eastern Regional Championship. The rest of the top five looked like this. Matasevich was third, Damon Bradshaw fourth, and Michael Craig fifth. The battle between regional series points leaders, Bradshaw and Matasevich, never materialized. Bradshaw crashed in the first corner, and Matasevich, riding with a sore shoulder,